Okay. Hey, good morning, everybody. What time is it? What time is it? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to turn this to this. Good morning, everybody. Y'all come on up in here. I know it's Christmas Eve. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Y'all come on in here. I'm just making a couple adjustments. Good morning, everybody. Y'all come on in. Come on in. I'm here. I'm here. Y'all just see the beautiful picture. That's all. Okay, where's it at? What channel? What channel? What channel? Because I'm going to have to. Where's it at? Where's it? There it go. There it go. There it go. Sure. Oh, Lord have mercy. Look at that. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let me see who's in the chat already. Hey, what's going on to the people in the bushes? What's going on to the special mother that's in the bushes? Shout out to you. Okay. We got people joining us on YouTube. We got people joining us on Facebook. Y'all Facebook people, y'all better behave. Y'all better behave today. All right, Joseph is here, y'all. Lord have mercy. Wait till y'all. You know what? Are you trying to get beat?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Joseph looking like a snack today, y'all.
I guess.
Where'd you get that shirt from?
Don't worry about my outfit.
He took.
I wear it as a hood.
Child, if you ain't looking like Whitney Houston in a bodyguard, child. You could really sing I'm every woman or something.
I could.
Don't do that.
Y'all want to hear a song?
No. We don't want to hear no song.
I think the people want the song.
No, the people don't want the song. They want the countdown.
People want the song.
Which I'm getting ready to do since it took you so long to put on your makeup and can on. So we're going to get started, y'all. Here go the countdown. And here goes the intro. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
What's poppin'? What's shaking?
What's good?
What's going on?
Merry Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas. Happy, well, we ain't got to the Happy New Year yet, but Merry Christmas. It's me, His Majesty.
Let me do my gun.
And Whitney Houston over here.
He can't take it.
Child, Joseph sitting over here looking like a snack child.
He didn't even
Go ahead, put the hood on for him, Papa.
I had this.
Put the hood on for him, Papa. I'm like, where the hell you get that? Where you get that shirt from? I ain't never seen you with that on. A hot mess. Yeah, Lord Jesus. Woo. Oh my God, I get so tickled. I get so tickled.
Hey, Auntie Pee Wee.
Hey, Auntie Pee Wee.
Monte.
What's going on, everybody?
Betty.
I can't stop laughing.
Trisha, Melissa, Love King.
Got his little necklace out and everything.
Who else? Did I get everybody? Hey, Val. Y'all say happy birthday to Val in case she's not on here when we go live tomorrow because her birthday is tomorrow.
Yes,
happy birthday, Val.
Happy early birthday to Val.
Yes, happy
Sagittarius
early birthday to Val.
season. Ain't Sagittarius season no more. She a Capricorn. No, Lord, she one of those. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you, Val.
Hey, Patricia.
Hey, Trish.
Yes, happy early birthday, Val. And
yes.
I will be FaceTiming you and singing happy birthday to you tomorrow, so you know you got to get that together.
Yes. And just a quick note, guys. On Saturday, we are going to, y'all know we don't come on the weekends because we usually do movie day, right, Joseph?
Yeah.
But we are going to have a special birthday shout out celebration for one of our mods, Trish.
Yes.
Yes, we're going to have a special birthday celebration for Trish. So y'all be ready to bless Trish in whatever way you can, whether that be a birthday wish, whether it be a cash app. We're gonna put a cash app up. We're gonna have a nice little backdrop here for Trish to say happy birthday and things. 11:30 sharp, or maybe 11:45 sharp, or maybe 12 o'clock. No, I'm just playing. On Saturday, yes, for Trish. She's one of our mods. Shout out to all of our mods. That's what they need to have. They need to have a YouTube moderator award because a lot of us content creators, we depend on our mods to do things like put our information in the chat, put important things in the chat and to regulate some of these people that be on the sidewalk talking junk.
Why is this in here?
What?
This.
Oh God, why did you bring that in here?
I did it. He did last night.
Oh, Jomel, that ain't necessary, son. It ain't necessary. But yeah, we don't give a lot of people don't give a lot of props to their mods. But we need to start giving our mods a little bit more credit but for them, we would not. We would still be able to function, but we wouldn't be able to function like we do, because some people come into your chat and they try to act a fool, and it's the moderators that bring order to that. They'd be like, click, block.
Don't worry, Auntie P. I know it was a mistake. He'll be good in 300 seconds.
Who?
She accidentally timed out Monte.
Oh yeah, you don't have to time out Monte. That's my child.
That was an accident.
Yeah, that's my baby. Yeah, Monte, he good. Yeah. But see, that's what our mods do. Our mods make sure that people in the chat feel comfortable, that they congregate, not in a negative way, but in a positive way. And some people say, oh, well, you should, it's good to see the negativity sometimes. No, it ain't. Don't come into my chat with that.
Melissa, your birthday coming up too, ain't it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a Capricorn.
Okay.
I remember her saying that on your BIGO.
Oh.
Because you had said Capricorns don't matter.
Yeah. I didn't say they don't matter. I just said
hey, let me see your transcript.
Some of them are evil and need to be destroyed. Not all Capricorns. Just some of them are evil.
Lord, you got the Capricorns going crazy in the chat.
Why?
They all saying, woohoo, Capricorn season.
Yeah, it's Capricorn season, y'all. It's Capricorn season. Ain't nothing like Sagittarius season. I'm telling y'all that. Ain't nothing like Sagittarius season. It's Capricorn season. Now, y'all see, I'm proud of myself, Joseph. I ain't cussed in 2 days.
Good.
I'm trying not to cuss no more, y'all. I likes to cuss, though.
I do, too. You know my favorite word.
But we find, I think it's affecting our YouTube money when we cuss.
I think certain words. I think certain words.
Yeah, certain words trigger them. I ain't gonna give y'all an example, because if I give y'all an example, we might not get that much money off this video.
And it didn't affect us when I cursed yesterday.
And every video count. Every dime, every little penny, every 3 cents that they give us for the ads that they run. It count. Yes. Jomel, y'all get ready. I'm telling you, y'all get ready to have to raise some money for Jomel's commissary. I'm getting ready to put him in jail. Y'all.
I didn't see. I would have saw that when I came here.
Jomel, you will want to go somewhere. Jomel, you will want to go over there in that corner. Don't make me get up.
He just laid down.
Yeah, he will want to, because he know I don't play. He know I don't play. See, right there, I could have cussed him out. And I didn't. Praise God. Praise God on that. I heard it was a service getting ready to go on. Somebody getting ready to preach something, child. I ain't saying no names, but somebody getting ready to have a service. I ain't saying. I just said I was just going to say it.
Okay.
I'm just sitting up there saying something. That's all I'm doing.
But I know who I ain't missing later.
I was just sitting up there saying something.
Because I know when Daryl come on tonight, I'm watching that.
Ooh, baby. Let me tell you something. The one thing the one radar that you don't want to get up under is Daryl Moore or Mad Church Disease. Don't do it. They be like, don't do me. They be like, what you not gonna do? Oh no, what you not gonna do? Don't get up under that radar. That 18. Oh no, you don't want to get up under that. You don't want to try that. You don't want to do that. Shout out to the 18, Roxanne. Let me see your transcript. Daryl Moore, the Man Church Disease. I like that show you did the other day, Man Church Disease, on how the churches are getting all this government money. I love that. I enjoy that. You know what? I love when people put, especially these Kojic people and these Baptists. I love it when y'all put them in their place.
Let me see a transcript. I do. But the problem with doing that when they do that is, let's say 200 people view the video, and then you get them to review it, and then they make it green. Then you missed out on all those 200 views.
Yeah, Joseph has to challenge our video every time we sign off. Joseph he has to challenge our video every single time. But yesterday he didn't.
Yesterday I did.
Yesterday he didn't. He had to challenge it.
Hey, not too
I figured
funny.
It was maybe because I was cussing too much. Because y'all know I cuss somebody out in a minute. Y'all know I will. But I said I was gonna curb that. I was gonna try to just not do it. Hey, people on Facebook. Let me see who up here on Facebook. Let me go over to my Facebook and see who's over here watching us. Thank you, Daryl, for sharing our video. Here we go. Hey, Calvin. We got one person, 2 people on Facebook. Hey, what's going on to the people on Facebook?
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Leon. Leon Sims and Calvin Brown and Joel Bird. Is that who I think it is? No, that ain't Nathaniel. I thought that was Nathaniel.
Same to you, Michael.
Calvin, we ain't gonna get into a debate about the Church of God in Christ. We ain't gonna do that. I was Kojic too, so you can disagree. We can agree to disagree. I respect your view. You respect my view. That's the thing about us as people. You know, people get so in their feelings and they get so upset when somebody has a different view than them. When it's not necessary. We don't have to have the same views to respect one another. You know, I like chocolate cake. You don't like chocolate cake. You like vanilla cake. Do that make you a bad person because you don't like chocolate cake? No. I like to go to church. You don't like to go to church. Do that make me a bad person? No. But sometimes people in the church will tell you you's a heathen. Well, you're going to hell because you don't go to church. Some of them will tell you that. I wonder what they're saying now that we're under quarantine and they can't go into the building. See, because the building don't mean nothing.
And some of them still going in the building. That's why they all dying from
Yeah, but the building don't mean nothing. If you ain't learned nothing, come on, church. If you ain't learned nothing, you learned in the year of 2020. It's not the building. It's not the building. It's what's sitting behind the pulpit that's giving you the word. And it's not even what's sitting behind the pulpit that's giving you the word. It's the word that matters. That's all. When Jesus come back, he ain't coming back to no building job. He ain't gonna come back. He is not coming. I guarantee you. I promise you. He is not coming to Mary McLeod Bethune Church of God in Christ. He ain't coming there. He just gonna appear wherever he appears, and that's it. That's it. So if you sitting in your church right now, thinking that Jesus is coming back, and he gonna come to your church and sit next to you, I don't think it's gonna happen that way, y'all. I don't think it's gonna happen that way. That's all I'm saying. We can agree to disagree. So Calvin, I respect you. With all due respect, I got a bad taste in my mouth about the denomination, not God. Not God.
Oh, that's fine, Calvin.
I got a bad taste in my mouth about the denominations. You know, the Baptist, the Catholic, and I'm Kojic, and all. You know, I'm just a man of God. I ain't attached to no building. I ain't attached to no name, no denomination, no nothing like that. I'm just a man of God. That's what I advise my people to be. I don't look down upon those that still go to church. I don't look down upon those that still, praise God in a building. No, I don't. I go to church. I have a church at home. You know.
Hey, Dwayne.
I don't look down upon people because of that. I respect everyone's views. I try to have respect for everyone's views in the way in which they move in this world. I think if a lot of us started doing that, then we wouldn't have the issues or the fights that we have, especially amongst us people. Us people, you know. Us people, you know. I can't talk about the other people because I'm not this color. I'm this color. I'm talking about us people. We would have a lot less division in our communities and in our families if we learned how to respect one another's views. See, because one thing I believe, and this is according to T.S. Madison, shout out to T.S. Madison, the church is going to be the downfall of the Black community. It is. It is. It is the downfall. It is the downfall of the Black community. It's what divides us, a lot of us in our families. You know, it is. Now, I know it's a lot of people out there saying, "Man, why are you talking about this on Christmas Eve?" Because it's just another day. It's just another day, y'all. Jesus, we celebrate Jesus every day. Yes, this is the day that is marked for, well, tomorrow is the day that is marked Jesus. Happy birthday, Jesus. We celebrate Jesus. I don't know about y'all, but in this house, we celebrate Jesus every day. I get the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is in my mind, I say, thank you, Jesus, for waking me up in my right mind and give me a good spirit for the day. So it's just another day. You know, me and Joseph, we ain't got no Christmas tree. We ain't got no gifts under the tree. You know, that's not what Christmas is about for us. Shoot.
I want a tree.
Let me tell you something. Just to be up and be breathing, just to be alive in this day is a blessing. That's Christmas, and that's everyday Christmas.
Hey, Daryl.
Mm-hmm. You know, as you get older and older
right
and
now,
older,
that's the problem. People always trying to tell other people how to live.
That's true.
When how a person's living is not affecting
None of your business.
You in no way, form, or fashion.
Mm-hmm. It ain't your business. But you know what? Let me tell you something. What we need to be doing, this is what we need to be talking about. This is what we need to not be at odds about. The total cases globally for coronavirus is 78 billion. Is it billion? Million. 936,951,000 people. Total deaths, 1,735,131 globally. In the United States, 18 million, right? 495,851 deaths of coronavirus. That's what we need to be focusing on. We need to be focusing on how are we going to do this? Come on, people. Now, how are we going to do this? I'm ready to get down and put my hands. How are we going to do this? How are we going to get these people motivated to wear their masks when they go outside? How are we going to get these people motivated to not get on these airplanes and go to different states to visit their families and stuff, and just their families understand we can't come and visit you at this time because we're in the middle of a quarantine.
Well, they said they were shocked that travel was as high as it is in the airport.
Why? I knew it was going to be this high. There are millions and millions and millions of people right now on airplanes, buses, trains, and cars, on motorcycles, and everything else traveling across the world. I got to get home and see my family. When it's easy to pick up your phone and say, "Hey, Mom, Merry Christmas.
Y'all just
I'm doing all right."
I was gonna face
yeah, me and Joseph, we cooking dinner today. We spoke to Uncle Fred this morning. Merry Christmas, Uncle Fred. Whenever we as a family, whenever we want to get together as a family, you know what we do? We get on Zoom. And we have the best of time. I promise you. Yes, we wish we were there. Val used to have the best Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners. Tracy, we all have the best times when we together.
And I miss them.
We miss it. It's been 2 years, right? 2 years.
Yeah.
But I'm not going down there to put my family's life in danger. And they're not going to come up here and put our lives in danger.
Right.
So I don't understand. I got to get home for Christmas this year when there's other things that are more important, like life, like not being on a respirator, like not dropping your mother or your father or your sister or your brother off at the hospital, or your husband or your wife off at the hospital because they got the virus and you can't come in. It's more important things than watching your mother and father hold hands together and die together.
No, you can't even watch. The nurse told you.
It's more to life, y'all, than Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter and Mother's Day. These are things. Listen, we can do it all again. Sometimes you can't get it back. Like, I feel bad for the kids. They didn't get a chance to go to prom. They didn't have a graduation ceremony like, we had,
Right.
I feel bad for the kids. But listen, I'm pretty sure back in the 1800s when they had the Spanish flu, they told their kids the same thing. I guarantee you, them people, they kept their children home. Y'all, we got to think smart about this. And I know it's a lot of y'all out there that's on the fence about the vaccine. Oh, I'm not taking the vaccine. But don't think it's because it's conspiracy, because they're trying to kill us. I don't think they're trying to kill us. And listen, if they are, child, if it's a better place than this here, I'm ready to go. Like Wanda said. I said,
my thing is,
I was ready to go.
Now that they're talking to people that had the coronavirus, all these things that are happening to them once they're well. Like a 22-year-old girl. That's part of the reason why I was late coming too. Because I was listening to her story. There was nothing wrong with her when she had coronavirus. When she first caught coronavirus, she was perfectly fine.
Are you talking about the girl that had a heart attack?
And now she doesn't have a heart attack. She just has heart trouble.
Yeah.
She has cardiac. She has to get heart, for her heart. She can't walk fast. She can't walk her dog. She can't do things that she was normally used to doing because the coronavirus gave her heart problems. That other man, he had both his legs cut off once the corona was over.
Mm-hmm.
It's the things that's happening to them after they have it that's even more scary than not being able to breathe when you have it. There's people that's developing diabetes that never even had diabetes after they had coronavirus. They're getting secondary situations after they're getting better. With my friend that was in the hospital, she got carpal tunnel syndrome in both her arms. How? She was like just laying there. She couldn't even move. They had to rehab her after, and then she had to have these surgeries, and her job was a phlebotomist. You can't be a phlebotomist with carpal tunnel syndrome. It's impossible. So she had to have surgery. Like, the complications of what's happening to everybody after the fact.
Listen to this, y'all.
I'm like this. Give me the vaccine, because whatever comes with that, I think I'd rather have that than the complications that's coming with coronavirus.
Exactly. But y'all, listen to this. U.S. tops in all the world. They have over 120,000 hospitals. No cases in the U.S. where no, you know what? I'm reading this wrong. It says U.S. could top 5 million cases this month by the end of Christmas Day. 5 million.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just because of travel alone.
Yeah, we set the record for hospitalizations at 120,000.
Yeah, at 120,000. We set the record for hospitalizations at 120,000 cases.
And it's only going to get worse.
They're predicting a surge.
That's because of the people that are asymptomatic. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that are asymptomatic and don't know they have it. Mm-hmm. And they think they're fine. And then they get around everybody else. And because they have it and they just start having symptoms from it, now everybody they're around gets it.
Right.
So some of them might become asymptomatic and don't have no signs of it. And others are going to get sick from it. But all the other ones that were around the asymptomatic person that become asymptomatic are going to carry it around to other people. That's the problem. It's the asymptomatic people, because they're not getting fevers. They're able to breathe. They're able to do everything that nobody knows they have the coronavirus. Now, the story I told y'all yesterday about the lady at Thanksgiving, her son was asymptomatic, but unfortunately, after he was there for Thanksgiving, everything kicked in, and he got the fevers, got the sick, couldn't breathe. But it was too late because he was around his mother and his brother. Thank God they quarantined the way they did when they were together so that the mother and brother, the other brother didn't get it. But what if they wouldn't have did that? Then all three of them would have had the coronavirus because he did not know that he was sick at all.
Listen, I want to read to y'all something with one of our people watching put into the chat on Facebook, Calvin Brown. He said, you're right. We do need something to get these people to understand, but this needs to start at the top. If that stupid ass is not willing to do it, then other people are not going to do it. But you're right. We need to find some kind of way. Listen, let me just say this. I get all that. I get all that. We see the problem is what we're doing is we're looking for someone to be an example. We're looking for our leaders to be an example, to set the tone for everybody to do what, they feel is okay. But guess what? Look at what they did. Listen, we got to stop looking for an example, and we just have to do. Individually, we have to do. We got to stop. Yes, listen. I'm glad that our president-elect. I'm glad that we have the first black vice president coming in, and listen. With all due respect, yes, we as people, we have always been able to have something to look up to, such as our president, or in other countries, the king or the queen or what have you, to be an example. But listen, we got to stop. I'm not saying go rogue or nothing like that, but we have to start making the decisions that are best for us in our lives, no matter what. If staying in is going to keep you safe, then stay your ass in the house. When you go to the supermarket, or when you're out and about, if wearing a mask is going to keep you safe, then by all means, wear the mask. Just wear the mask. Be considerate of other people. Know that when you don't have that mask on, you're putting somebody else's child in danger. You're putting somebody else's grandmother in danger. You're putting somebody else's grandfather, brother, sister, mother, father, parent in danger. Well, you might not think so, but you are. What do you do with that? You're that person that's walking out there with no mask on. You'll never walk out there with no mask on. You probably done killed about 10, 15, 20 people just by walking into a store. You done killed about 20 people. And sometimes you might not even know that you may have it. You may not even know you're carrying it. That's why I'm saying it's important to wear your mask. Y'all got to stop with this. I ain't gonna tell the government. They ain't gonna tell me what to do. They gonna tell me what to do. All right. They gonna tell you what to do. They gonna tell your family and your loved ones, put your ass in the ground when you gone, because you ain't wore your mask. That's what the government gonna tell you to do.
Yeah, Ashley.
This is what we gotta think about, y'all. This is what we got to think about. And if y'all looking for this current one to be an example, oh, child, he in Florida now. He done left. He done left D.C.
Well, no, they're trying to be an example now and get their little shot on TV. And
no, he in Florida now.
No, he said he ain't getting the shot because he's immune to the coronavirus.
Yeah, he's in Florida.
Which is a lie because he never had it to begin with.
Yeah, he in Florida now. He's in Florida on his golf course playing golf. Meanwhile, in D.C., this is what he's doing. Did y'all hear about the pardons? Because he done pardoned some people. Now, he done pardoned some people. Y'all know what a pardon is? Let me explain to y'all what a pardon is. A pardon is whenever you pardon someone. It's different than what's the other one called? A clemency. A clemency and a pardon is two different things. I thought they were the same thing, but they're not. A clemency is when you can give someone clemency and you can set them free, but they still don't get their voting rights and, all their rights back, and it's with conditions. A pardon is just that part, your pardon. Not only do you get your voting rights back, but you also get the right to carry a firearm. This man, our standing president, just set free four murderers. 4. And I'm talking about, let me tell you, the heinous crimes that they committed in Iraq. One little boy, they killed a 6-year-old boy. One of our soldiers, killed a 6-year-old boy, shot him in the head with an assault rifle at point blank range right in front of his father. His father was a civilian. Let's be clear. His father was a civilian. His father wasn't in the Iraqi army or anything like that. He wasn't a military guy. He was just a civilian. Shot this boy's son in the head, point blank range. This man had to sit there and watch his son die. The other 3, they were responsible for throwing bombs at civilians and killing civilians with bombs. Just blowing up. This one girl said she saw her sister. She said they threw the bomb into her sister's car and she sat there and watched her sister scream while she was burning to death. These are the people that the current president set free. He decided that he was going to give a pardon to. Now we're going to have these 4 people. One man was the one that killed the young boy. He was sentenced to life in prison. The other 3 were sentenced to 12 years, 12 to 15 years. These 4 men are going to be set free on American soil with their voting rights back and the ability to carry a firearm. And then y'all wonder, see, if you ever wondered why all these countries hate us, like Iraq and Russia, if you ever wonder why they hate us, they don't hate us for nothing. This is why. That man whose 6-year-old son got killed, he came over here to America to testify. It was a long, drawn-out court case. It took years to convict this man. And now, all of that is going to be unraveled. The Department of Justice can't do nothing about it. They can't say, well, no, you can't question what an American president, what a standing president does. A standing president can't even be prosecuted. Everybody that was involved with the investigation or the trial of him being impeached, he's setting free, with the exception of those that were in the party that went against him. Now I told you, Joseph. I keep on telling Joe. I keep on telling my husband, I said, Joseph, these people, y'all, he got something up his sleeve. I don't know what he got up his sleeve, but he got something up his sleeve. But y'all better recognize it. That's all we got to get out and vote. Now, Georgia, my thumbs up to Georgia. Shout out to Georgia. Georgia is doing it. Georgia is doing it. Let me tell you something. Georgia, they did a survey and they determined that more and more Georgians are out voting. 1.9 million have already turned in their ballots, their votes. And that was the same of it. See, because what has happened in the past is that, Georgia, you would get a turnout for the presidential election, but then they would drop the ball when it came to voting this seat. Because you would get less and less people voting at this time. But this time, Georgia they're speaking their voice. The black people in Georgia are speaking. Y'all keep on speaking. I want y'all to keep on speaking. See, because if we get this seat, we're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. We're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. See, and that tells me that people are more aware of their responsibilities as American citizens. That they know that if they don't raise their voice at the polls, then nothing's gonna happen. Y'all getting it? Y'all getting it? Yes, and American people do need $2,000. Hell, the American people need more than $2,000. We deserve more than $2,000. The House is set to vote on expanding the relief checks on Monday. They better make the right decision. See the receipt. Now the Republicans, they really in the hot seat. They really in the hot seat. You Republicans, we all in the chat. Y'all really in the hot seat. Now, all just because y'all ain't got us, don't blame us. This is what we wanted from the beginning. The Democrats, we wanted this. We wanted a $2,000 payout for the American citizens. Y'all said no. But ain't y'all gagging? Didn't y'all take a big gag pill with no water when y'all realized that it was one of y'all own that said, oh no. The American people deserve more than $600. Y'all go back to the drawing board. Y'all fix this. That's because he mad. He throwing a temper tantrum. Some of his temper tantrums is good. This is a good temper tantrum. Because the American people, we deserve more than $600. $600, Joseph. When they taking money from this stimulus package and giving millions to the Smithsonian, places that we can't even go. Millions of dollars to other foreign countries. They're giving millions, some billions of dollars in this stimulus package, which we, the American people, are going to have to pay back. And they ain't going to give us $600. Other countries are giving their citizens $7,000 and $8,000 a month. And we got one $1,200 check to last us for 32 weeks. You damn right. The American people deserve this. People out here that's starving. There's people out here that have never been to a food pantry a day in their life. That worked hard all their life and never had to go to the food pantry, always donated to the food pantry, having to go to the food pantry and get food. Pardon me. Come on now. You damn right. The American, hard-working American people. I've seen some hard work. I've seen some Americans do some work that I could never do. Lights getting ready to go off. People, furniture being put outside, because in some states they will. When they throw your house, some states, they'll put your stuff outside. In front of the house. And you better hope it's not a bulk day. Some of them. So y'all stop talking about looking for these leaders to be an example. We need to be an example for ourselves. You got to be an example. If you're the head of your household, be an example for the head of your household and make sure that your children have on masks. Make sure that your mother, your father, your wife, whoever has on a mask when they go outside the door, tell them to keep it on. Let's stop looking for an example. That's the problem. That's the problem with people. That's the problem with these damn churches. Y'all look for the pastor. Y'all put him up on a pedestal. Well, don't get me to start talking about that. Don't get me to start talking about how y'all Kojic people put the minister up on a pedestal.
Not just Kojic.
Not just Kojic, no, but I can only talk about Kojic because that's what I was, Joseph. How y'all put the minister up on a pedestal.
That's why I'm letting you know it's not just Kojic, because that wasn't Kojic.
Mm-hmm. How y'all put the first lady. Oh, we got to have our first lady in the finest garments. We got to have our pastor looking good.
And you wear a rainbow shot.
Hell, Creflo Dollar wanted to put doggone ATMs in the church. He wanted to put a machine in the church like a turnstile, where you put your tithes and offering in before you even allowed to come in the church. Don't get me started. Y'all won't get me started.
Church is a business.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is a business.
And we're going to discuss that when my brother comes for the interview.
Oh, yeah. Y'all stop looking for what the Bible say about false idols. Y'all stop treating these ministers like they God or like they Jesus. Hell, I got a telephone in my bosom. And I talks to Jesus all the time. I talks to him all day. I ain't no minister. I'm just in touch with my spirituality. That's all. You want a telephone in your bosom? Close your eyes and talk to the Father. And he'll answer you back. That's my telephone. Putting these ministers up on pedestals. They fall from grace too.
And then get your feelings hurt when you see them in a real nasty video.
Uh-huh. Y'all get mad when y'all see them in the OnlyFans.
No, not OnlyFans. I'm talking about the coochie eating pastor.
Mm-hmm. Them playing with party boxes and doing what have you. And at the club with the gays, that's what they call us, right? I don't like being called that. Well, I ain't that. So y'all get mad when y'all see him at the club with the gays. Or at the club, period. Oh, he's a minister. And he up in the club popping bottles. He human. I don't put him up on no pedestal. When people Joseph just showed me some stuff this month, I was like, I ain't surprised. I'm not surprised. Was you surprised? No, I ain't surprised.
Not nowadays. Because a lot of people say they ministers and make all kind of videos of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was surprised the two of them was doing an interview together, and I was surprised at that.
I thought my church was the greatest church in the world one time. I thought my pastor was the greatest woman in the world until I realized when the food pantry food would come in, her whole team would go downstairs and make sure that she got all the good food. Her and her family and them and their family would get all the good food. And then they would leave the scraps out for us on Sunday. Yeah, quick announcement. There's some food downstairs for y'all if y'all want to get some. We go down there to raggedy ass cabbage, rotten fruits and vegetables, stale bread. And then they locked the freezers so we couldn't look in the freezers. One day they had unlocked the freezers. And there was Joseph, they had ice cream cakes in there, frozen pizzas, all the good stuff. Oh, you can't have that. You can't have that. They would take all the sodas and all the good juice, and then they give us the Diet Coke. That's it. Y'all can't have nothing else. You know, listen, I might be singling out my church. Those of you that know what church I went through, y'all know who I'm talking about. But I ain't gonna say their name. But it's churches that do that all over the place. It's food pantries that do that all over the place. When the food pantry and they get food from Red Lobster, from Olive Garden, they get food from all over, good food. Y'all don't know that because y'all don't never see it.
Nope, the workers take the best part.
The workers take the best part, the best food. And they take it and they put it in the trunk of their car. And then they give you the scraps. I swear to God, listen, we ain't that we wasn't grateful, because we was grateful. I was grateful. Shoot, I was ready to take my shoe and put it on a plate, child, with a fork and knife. At one time, praise God. But listen, Joseph and I, we had to go to the food pantry last year. We would get one scallion, not even an onion, a scallion, 2 potatoes, a can of cranberry sauce, a can of pumpkin pie filling, some flour, and some stale bread, some Vienna sausages, and some potted meat. That was it. Meanwhile, after they gave us that one bag, I'm sitting in the back, and in the back of me there's this girl whose auntie worked at the food pantry, and she got about 7 or 8 bags behind her with all kinds of stuff. Oh, she just had all kinds of stuff. I was like, well, what the hell? What? See, I'm like Bernie Mac. I say what you're scared to say. I say what you're scared to say. Come on, Joseph. Did I hit a nerve? Did I hit a nerve, Joseph?
I guess for the people that work there.
Y'all people know who y'all are. You know, the ones that say, I'm a volunteer at the food pantry so I can get me some good stuff to bring home. I used to go to the food pantries when I was a Virginia child. I swear to God, I had a whole can. It took me about 3 months, Joseph. I had 2 cabinets full of peanut butter. I had never got so much peanut butter in my life. I was making peanut butter cookies. I was making peanut butter sandwiches. I was making peanut everything with damn it peanut butter in it.
Hey, Felicia.
Hey, Felicia. Yeah, we got a lot to be grateful for, though. This Christmas, us that have survived, we have a lot to be grateful for. But at this time, this is my suggestion. Now, I know we have talked about a whole lot of negative stuff, but let's talk about the positive things. The one thing that we can be grateful for is that we made it. We made it through. We made it through. My husband had a stroke, and he made it through. He's still here. I made it through. 6 months ago, I couldn't even get my insulin, and I made it through. You made it through. If you're sitting here in this chat today, you made it through. Thank God that you made it through, that you're still healthy. You're still in your right mind. You're still healthy. You made it through. That's one thing to be grateful for. Be grateful for those that in your life that you care about, that you love, are still here. And sometimes you got to be grateful for the ones that aren't here, that aren't suffering anymore. That's what you have to be grateful for. Those are just some of the things. The gifts, the toys, the trinkets, the things that we give to show our love for one another, that's not important. And even when you do get those things, it's the thought behind it, right?
I mean,
it is. For me, it's the thought.
For kids, they just happy.
Yeah, kids are happy. See, I don't put kids into the spectrum of us adults. I really don't. You know, that those at the end of the day, those are the ones that I feel bad for and hope that this doesn't have an impact on their lives to the point where they become bitter.
Mm-hmm.
That's my hope. My hope that the next generation doesn't become bitter because of all that they did not receive, or because the values that they were taught were values that were sensible.
Well, now a lot of them have this entitlement attitude, and they realize that it don't work that way now.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The people that,
but that's a good thing for some of them, because now they realize it don't work the way they want it to work.
Mm-hmm.
People don't have to move the way they want them to move. Yeah. Things don't have to always be the way they want it to be. That circumstance in life can change.
Husband, I need you to speak into your mic a little bit.
Circumstance in life can change things for them, and it just won't be what it is.
Right.
Because a lot of these little young kids have this entitlement attitude that I just can't get with.
I need to be in one of them sometime. But her mama brings her back too, you know. Tracy don't redirect like you do. She just reels it in like
Right.
Val too. Val be like no, you're not. What? Excuse me. What happened? Mm-hmm.
It's just, you know, I think this is a lesson for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. It's a lesson. It's a lesson to me. It's a lesson for me as an adult, as a 53-year-old adult man. It is. It's a lesson. That wow, I never thought I'd be going through something like this.
It's a lesson for everybody that your life can change in the blink of an eye.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even though you don't want it to change.
What's going on, child? I'm just getting all these messages.
Exactly.
Hey, Roxanne, that's my sister. That's my soul sister.
Right.
We soul sisters.
Kids are learning
sister and brother.
A very important lesson right now.
Yeah, they are.
A lot of them was walking around real entitled, feeling they should have whatever they want, do whatever they want, move the way they want. And when this happened, they realized, wait a minute.
They got a big old gag with no water. Gag Nation. Gag Nation set right on in.
And it'll help people appreciate things more. Everybody will learn that lesson. To appreciate the ones they love, to appreciate going around their family, to appreciate going around their friends, being able to. But then again, there's a lot of people that haven't stopped doing it.
Yeah, Auntie P, it do. Y'all quit playing with me. Y'all quit playing with me. Y'all hit that like button. Please hit that like button as y'all come in. Y'all don't like us. Y'all, we got 2 likes. We got 2 likes.
11.
Oh, we got 11. Because Auntie P was like, is y'all's reading the same? Okay, you gotta come out and go back in. Okay. Yeah, I was getting ready to say. Don't make me come down there.
Right, Felicia. Exactly. And people are scared of change.
Yeah.
They like everything to stay the same. And then, you know, some people.
Well, history has taught us that.
I embrace it. I love change. I get tired of the same old thing. I don't know how people get caught up in the same routine, doing the same things.
Me neither.
I've never been that person. But I know people that are like that. Like, they like their routine. They like what they do. They just, to me, it's boring. But I embrace change. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people are scared of change. So, I mean, it just is what it is. Maybe one day they'll learn. Maybe one day they won't. But you know how that goes. Yeah, it's 12 blogs. Right, Roxanne. I found it funny that people when they had to stay home from work and their kids was home with them, they didn't want to be home with their kids. They realized how much of a brat some of their kids are.
Mm-hmm.
And like when people told them that or teachers told them that, they didn't want to hear it because they wasn't dealing with it. And when they had to deal with it, they couldn't. And they wanted to get out of the house and they didn't want to be bothered. And they just, it taught a lot of people lessons. And it taught a lot of men and women and people that were married and people that were dating. They didn't like the person they were with. Because, honey, let me tell you something. Being trapped in the house with him.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta love him to still. Gotta love him to still.
And I own that. Okay. I'm one of very few that own that. Child, it takes a lot to be with me.
I gotta love him to still be here married to him.
I'm surprised he ain't. I went and found something and bust me side the head with this damn hammer with my bipolar ass.
Lord knows I wanted to.
I'm surprised because it takes a lot to deal with me.
But see, love will make you rethink things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but and we joke about that a lot. But there's a lot of.
Thank you, Felicia, and welcome.
There's a lot of domestic violence. They said the domestic violence has gone up since this pandemic started.
Well, the one good thing is suicide went down.
Yeah,
because I think a lot of people have been able to find a happy place by not having to live life.
Right.
When you don't have to live life, all you can do is sit in yourself and figure out things about yourself. And actually, we were supposed to talk about that.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk about that.
And we y'all know Hummingbird. She posted something to Facebook today, and it was just, I said, Tramel, we have to read this to everybody because it's true.
Yeah.
And she put, there will be a point in time where you realize your own BS, your own toxicity, your own flaws, and your own insecurity. There will be a bittersweet moment, but embrace it. It's all about growth, truth, and process. That's like what people are doing. People are realizing I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Yeah. I'm the flaw. Yeah. I'm the one that causes things to happen to me. That's not for everything.
No, it's not for everything.
But you have to sit sometimes and realize you're toxic.
Yeah.
And you're attracting toxic people.
Right.
So when you get rid of that, and when you realize that it's a hard thing to say, I'm the problem. But when you do that and change that, you'll see. Everybody in your circle will start changing. Everything in your life will start changing because now you're making positive changes in your life. But until you can sit in yourself and just sit there and figure stuff out and go through things and
Joseph, don't candy coat it. Just tell them like a TIE is like you would do if you was Joseph Rance. You see, you got to tell them like this, like they're your friend girl. Like they're your friend girl.
Like you want to
say it, Joseph. Come on now.
When you realize how fucked up you are and fix that shit, then your life will go the way you want it to go. See, as long as you sitting there in your bullshit,
right,
and waddling around in the pig shit that you've been waddling around in because you scared of change, ain't nothing gonna change.
What's that girl named Her? She wrote that song, "Back Up on My Bullshit."
Yeah.
She was sitting in it. She said, I'm back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Flexing my ex and my model ex. That's what she said.
Because a lot of us are the problem, but we want to blame everybody else.
Let me talk to you like you feel like I'm your friend girl. And I'm going to say this. You ever, listen, friend girl. Listen, girl. You know how you know how you always get into these situations where you with these men and you let them treat you all stupid and shit like that, and you always doing this, and you know how you always getting into a fight at work, or you always getting into a confrontation when you in the line trying to get you some coffee at Starbucks or something like that. And you sitting up there saying, well, he started it, she started it, well, he did this to me and she did that to me. Why? You got to ask yourself. Now, friend girl, this is what I want you to ask yourself. I want you to ask yourself. Why they always trying to mess with? They always messing with me. They always messing with me. Friend girl, they ain't messing with you. It's you messing with them. It's you always starting some shit. Stop starting shit. What did she say to Jody? Well, since you're coming up in here starting shit, I'ma get it to you. Stop starting shit.
Mm-hmm.
Next time you in the line at Starbucks and they taking too long, or it's somebody in front of you that's talking real loud and you don't like the fact that they talking real loud on their phone, next time just be silent.
Mind your business.
Be silent. Mind your business. That's what Will Smith told what you call it on Ashley on Fresh Prince. Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business. Take it down a little bit. See, you know, let me tell you what when I was in Dunkin' Donuts this morning. See, I flipped it. I was in Dunkin' Donuts this morning. Went to Dunkin' Donuts, and our Dunkin' Donuts, the line is always around the corner. So I decided I'm going to go into the Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going to go in and get online, and I'll get what we need to get so we can go get on out. Mm-hmm. Right. And it was a couple of people in line. I was like the third person in line. It was this one big child. I shouldn't say that, but it was this one big child, honey. Her and her little boyfriend, they ordered like everything on the menu. Okay, and there was this one girl. She was taking the order, and then she had to fill the order, right? And I was getting a little agitated, like I sometimes can do. I was getting a little agitated. I said, but I flipped it. I turned it around, and guess what happened? It worked in my favor. I said, you know what? I said, this is a damn shame. I said, y'all got this girl back here. She taking all these orders, and she got to fill the order. Somebody need to come over here and do something to help her. And everybody in the line was like, yeah. Because it could have went a whole nother way. See, the old Tramel would have said, you know what, this bitch taking too long to take this order, girl. You need to get from behind that register if you don't know what the hell you doing. But see, my husband taught me how to redirect. I had to redirect.
Redirecting is a wonderful thing.
I had to put it on the side of the people, I had to get on the side of the people on the other side of the counter. Y'all see what I'm saying? As soon as I said that, it was about 4 or 5 people up there helping her. I swear to God. And then my black ass got up there and had left my wallet in the damn car. I had talked all that junk, and then but it still was okay, because the ladies that was behind me, I guess I scared them, because I sat up there and said something. Because I was like, y'all, I said, ma'am, I left my wallet in the car. It's right there. Let me go get my wallet. Left my keys, left my wallet, left everything on the counter. Ran outside and got my wallet. Joe's talking about, you ain't supposed to leave your wallet on you. You ain't supposed to leave your phone on the counter. I said, Joseph, ain't nobody gonna take my damn phone. And I apologized to the ladies that were back of me. I said, ladies, I apologize. They said, oh no, it's no problem. Happy holidays. Got my stuff and got on out of there. Me and Joe Man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got to realize that sometimes you the shit starter. You was the shit starter. I was just talking to my therapist this morning. She said, Tramel, I was telling her about how, I said, me and Joseph had an argument, because I tell my therapist everything. I said, me and Joseph had an argument. She said, well, what was it about? I said, child, I don't even know what it was about. She said, Tramel, you're the troublemaker in the marriage, aren't you? I said, yeah. I said, my husband sits there, and I'll be sitting there cussing him out. And he'll sit there, and I'll take his arrogance as him being sarcastic. When in reality, I've realized that he has made a decision, that Joseph made a decision. He's like, Jamel, I ain't going. When you turn up, I ain't turning up with you. As much as you be wanting me to turn up, I ain't turning up with you. So I be sitting up there yelling and screaming at him, and Joseph would say in a light voice, are you finished? You finished? Hell no. Hell no, I ain't finished. And start cussing again. And he sits there just like that, showing the face, Joseph. He sits there just like that. And I be ready to, I be throwing stuff, breaking stuff. And he sits right there just like that. But see, I had to learn how to own all that. I own all that. See, I stands in my bullshit. And once I stand in it, I'm able to clean it up. I'm able to clean it up and say, Papa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My husband told me one thing when we first got married. We had our first big argument 30 days exactly after we got married. We had the biggest fight of our lives.
Yes, Roxanne. That's me.
We had the biggest fight of our lives. And he said to me on that day, when we calmed down, after all the clothes had been taken out of the closet, after he had tried to run me over with the car and push me down the steps, and we had a conversation.
I did not push you down the stairs and try to run you over with the car, but anyway.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He said, Shamel, get in the car, get in the car. And I went to get in the car. He just pulled off and he almost hit my toe, almost tore my toes off my feet. But we had a conversation that day. And I don't even know if he remembers I don't even know if he thinks I remember this, but he told me, he said, Shamel, he said, this is the one thing that I'm going to try to stick to. I'm going to try to promise. And that is, I will never say anything to you that I have to apologize for. Do you remember that? And up till day before yesterday, he stuck to that. And the only reason why he said something out his face that he had apologized for, because I made him mad enough to say something.
Well, I was apologizing for reacting the way I did.
Yeah.
Not what I said.
Whatever, Joseph.
I don't even remember.
I was trying to make a damn moment here.
I don't know what I said, but I know
you said something. I don't even remember
out of the way.
Y'all, to be honest with you, that's how our arguments go.
I was apologizing for my actions and why I was upset.
We argue sometimes. We argue, and for the most part, I can't even tell you what our arguments are about. I can't tell you what our fights are about. Because they don't last that long. After I get finished throwing shit and cussing, I goes to my space and he go to his space. It's like a fight. It's kind of like a fighting ring. He go to his corner in the bedroom with his little mangy dog,
or downstairs
in the living room, and I stays up here in the McRae Kingz studio. And he leaves me alone. And we leave each other alone. And next thing you know, he'll come upstairs and he'll knock on the door. What we gonna have for dinner? And everything is back to damn it normal.
Because I don't have time.
Because that's how senseless it is. That's how senseless it is. Child, when we are us married folks, when we think about some of the things we fight over, child, it could be a fish stick in the freezer, child. With my husband, he'll go downstairs, child, and he'll be like, Tramel, why you got this water in this damn sink and you done finished washing? He can't stand it. That's one thing. First of all, he don't like for me to wash dishes. But when I do wash dishes, you know how you fill up the sink with water and you got your water going and you wash your dishes. I don't never drown, take the drain out the sink. And I just leave the water sitting there and it be all cold and
greasy and nasty and dirty, and the dishes still be dirty. How you wash dishes in the same dirty ass water? That don't make sense.
But it's not that I wash dishes in the same water. I just forget to just let the water out.
Yes, he do.
No, I don't lie.
Any dish he wash be greasy as hell.
Okay.
Everything he wash, I have to rewash. That's why I tell him don't wash.
And that's why I tell him all the more reason.
You're not good at something, I tell you, leave that for me.
Yeah.
Leave that for me. Because that way I ain't got to get mad. That way I ain't got to get upset.
And see, that's what I be trying to tell him. He get mad at me. And see, he get mad at me because I be throwing up in his face. Well, I clean up the rest of the house. I do this and I do that. He be like, well, you know what? From now on, you don't have to do nothing for me.
I do not.
Like, oh, bitch, you.
And that is not what I said. I said, from now on, don't do shit for me.
Yeah, like, oh, bitch, you.
Fuck it.
Go up in the bed house, shop. Go on to the bed house.
You won't run around here saying what you did for me.
I only bring it up. I said I only bring it up because you talk about my dishes being greasy. Don't try it. Don't do me.
Because
we're not gonna do. We're not gonna do.
I have to rewash. Forks still got.
I'm like, okay, well, okay, all right. My dishes is greasy. Whatever. They don't. I might not be able to wash dishes good.
I know,
but give me some credit. Come on now, give me some credit now, Joseph. You got to give me some credit.
I know that you can't do something, and I'm okay with doing it. Just let me do it.
Give me an effort for trying. Give me credit for trying. He tried. He tried. Oh, that's so sweet. He tried.
You know what he
like if my husband swept the floor, I'd be like, oh my goodness, he
tried.
I'd be like, he tried. He tried to do it. I appreciate him trying. He'd be ready to.
The effort is cute, but I mean.
Okay, well then, leave it at that.
Then it's like.
Leave it at that. Leave it at that. I'll accept that. I'll accept that. Keep the rest to yourself. Keep it to yourself. That's all I'm saying, y'all. This is marriage 101. Marriage 101. I'm pretty sure it's a whole bunch of people in the chat saying, yeah, child. My husband, he'll wash dishes good. I'm not good at washing dishes. I never have. But it's okay. When you lived your life with a dishwasher, you ain't had to worry about all that.
Yes, Melissa, you gotta have your hot water running. You gotta run the dishes under
water. For them it's a process. It ain't a process.
Then how do you wash it? See, maybe it's just mental, but you know, when you use dishwasher liquid on the sponge or the rag, you should see suds when you do it. It shouldn't just be clear.
Now, Felicia, yes, girl, I am the bleach king.
Oh, now he'll bleach everything in the
I am the bleach king. Now, I will bleach a bathroom, child. You'll go in there and your eyes, you'll have cataracts when you come out because your eyes will you'll be the wet blind, child.
I love, now see, when he clean, now see, doing dishes is not his thing.
No, that's not my thing.
But when he
cleaning up and washing walls and scrubbing floors and stuff like that. See, I'm from down south. I'm
Miss
down
Mabel
home.
was in here, honey, because the whole house smelled like pine fall and bleach, and I just love it because I love that fresh smell. The whole house.
He don't got to do all that. That's why I tell him, give me my credit.
I just move from room to room because when he come in the room that I'm in, I'll go to another room.
Yeah.
And when he done in that room and come to that room, I go back to the room I was in. I'll get out of his way.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all give me my credit. Don't you need to give me more credit? Joseph told me his mama used to take, when she come in the house, if one dish was in the sink, she'd just take water be flying everywhere. He do the same thing.
She'd get the pot, like she start cooking and get the pot, and then it make her mad and she start flinging water in the pot. I do the same thing.
Yeah, he do the same thing. I'm like, give me my credit. Come on now. We got a 3-bedroom house. I do all of that. I do all the cleaning. I do the steps. I do all that, y'all.
Cleaning is not my thing. Yeah. When I lived by myself in my apartment, I had a maid come every 2 weeks, and she would clean.
We ain't got it like that no more.
Because I refused to clean. And my house would stay clean until she came back.
You think if I couldn't, child, you think I had the money to pay a maid to come in here? You think, child, I'll pay a maid in a minute.
And it was just like when I had my house, it was 3 levels, and she would come and clean up the whole house. And I would tell Sarah,
I don't like to clean. I don't. You know what? But I get in. You see, when I get mad, I clean. Or when my anxiety, because I have a lot of anxiety attacks. When I have my anxiety attacks, I clean. You know, that's my thing. But when I'm ready to bust inside the head, I clean. That's what I do. When the damn dog takes my slippers and puts them under the bed and be licking them, and I got to find something for Joe Mel, I clean. I love to clean. That's the only reason why I clean. That's what motivates me to clean. Is my frustration and my anxiety and sometimes my insomnia. When I do have insomnia, and guys, let me tell you, so God is good because I've been sleeping. I've been sleeping like I have insomnia. I've had insomnia for the past 10 years. I've had insomnia. And so now I'm sleeping more. And that's because life is better. I'm starting to live my life, my best life. I'm starting to shed. I shed a lot. I shedded a lot of things. Did I say that right? Shedded, or is that a new word?
You shed.
I shed a lot of negativity. I shedded all the toxicity out of my life. I'm telling y'all. I'm starting to live my best life. I'm telling you. I'm really starting to live my best life, Joseph. Come on now. We talked about this week. About living your best life.
You have to. At some point.
I'm living my best life, y'all.
See, these things are hard for me to comprehend sometimes because I've always lived my best life. And a lot of people felt like it. I don't know. I've just always done what I wanted to do and moved the way I wanted to move, and I didn't care what people thought. I didn't care what people said.
Thank you, RJ.
My life, and I was going to live my life my way. And when I hear people like Tremel say they've lived there, or I've seen people that I know personally that have lived their lives for other people, it's like, how did that work out for you? Like, don't you regret a lot of things? And don't you, and listening to them talk and hearing, I'm like, in my mind, I can't even comprehend doing the things that they've done. Just because if they didn't want to do it, they shouldn't have did it. But they were trying to please people and make people happy in the process.
Yeah, you do have your regrets.
When in actuality, for me, that was a joke. I'm not making any. My mother, if she was alive, she would tell you, Joe ain't doing nothing for you unless it's something in it for him. Because if I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. I've just always been there. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. There's nothing in this world that you're going to say to me to make me do what I don't want to do.
Yeah, nothing.
And
I can't I've just always take an Alka-Seltzer, child.
I've always been that way. Like, I just, since a kid, I have always been that way as a kid. Like, nobody was going to tell me what to do. If I wanted to do it. You gotta tell the story about how your grandmother used to pray. I was going to do it. And make you pray with her, and she would take too long. Yes, I would get so mad. Because y'all, there are new people watching us. So I am the son of a minister. So I grew up in church. And my grandmother was the mother of the church. So she would have all of us sit around, and she'd want to pray and read the Bible, especially in the summertime when all my cousins would come over. And she'd be sitting there reading the Bible, and I'd be the only one. Only one. Are you done? Well, when can we go play? Well, I want an icy the whole time. And I'm like, oh my God, how long are you going to read this Bible? No, then I really make her mad. But how do you know it's true? Did Jesus really exist? I don't see him. You can feel him. I said, well, I don't feel nobody. I make her mad. So then she started praying. We got to get on our knees all around the couch and pray. Child, she laid down one of these 2-hour prayers on me. I'd be like, are you done? Oh my God, how many times you gonna say the same thing? You praying the same thing. My cousins would be like, if you don't shut up, because the longer you procrastinate, the longer she gonna take. I'm like, well, she already took long enough now. I'm ready to go. And then I get popped in the mouth. My grandmother would say, we would all be sitting at the table Christmas Day, and she'd say, everybody, I want everybody to say a Bible verse. And we would all say the same Bible verse. Jesus wept. Jesus wept. Jesus wept, Grandma. Jesus wept. Child. Jesus wept. Y'all gonna stop saying Jesus wept. We would be, we couldn't get away with that. Because you see, I got that little thing down the plaque on the wall that says child evangelism. I had to go to child evangelism class. I had to get up and give sermons. I had to know more than Jesus wept in scriptures. It was like ridiculous. And the minute and I'm not gonna lie, it kept me grounded, because all it made me want to do was go out in the world and see why I couldn't do all the things they told me that I couldn't do. And you just got out there and just no, but it was already bad enough. And I'm not going to say I knew I was gay at a young age, but I knew I was different. So that alone made me not want to be there. Those pictures of you when you was a kid, you was a queen. But
you was a queen, child.
When you that little, you don't really know what gay is. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say I'm gay.
Joseph,
I
you got pictures of you standing on the steps like this.
Right, I was
legendary pose.
I was a little queen, honey. I was always a little queen. That was
you got to repost that picture.
But when I got older, and then I knew what gay was, then I could identify myself as gay. But back then, I didn't know gay. I just knew I was different. I knew that I wasn't like other little boys. So going to church and hearing that if you like boys, you going to hell constantly made me not want to go to church.
Fascinated when I see y'all come from the 70s, so I was fascinated by the gay men in the 70s because they all used to go to the beauty parlor and get their hair combed. They used to get their hair pressed and permed and curled. So you would see them walking down the street with their hair curled and rollers in their hair. So I used to be so fascinated by them. Like,
Roxanne, I would have peed my clothes.
What?
She said her 3-year-old jumped up in church and said, "Well, when is Jesus going to show up?"
Okay. I know that's right.
No, but it's.
What that little boy say on that video?
That need to be charged.
Yeah, okay.
But
what that little boy say? He said, "I'm ready to go home." These churn these days, child. These churn. They'll tell you
that video. What that little fat boy said when they told us that scripture, he said, "I'm sick of this church."
Yes.
He left hours.
Yes, he said, "I'm sick of this church." They get churn. Let me tell you something. These churn out here, they tell you the truth. Don't be telling you. That's one thing you can't ask no one. I told y'all.
Christmas Shirley.
The story about the little boy that told me I need to get my teeth fixed, right? He said, "You look good. Now all you got to do is get your teeth fixed." I ain't had no teeth in my mouth.
Little kids.
He had no dentures, no nothing. He said, "Now all you got to do," he said, "you look good in them shades. You look good in them shades, Uncle Craig. All you got to do now is get your teeth fixed." That's why I don't like churn. That's why I don't mess with them, because they tell you the truth. These churn, they'll tell you the truth. I had one kid come to me. He said, "Why are you so black?" It wasn't a white child. It was a black child.
Enjoy your day and thank you for subscribing.
Yes, thank you so much. And come back and watch the replay. And thank you for subscribing.
Watch some of the other videos.
Yes.
And look for us every day at this time on 11:30.
Now, as you can see, we've been on for almost 2 hours. Sometimes we stay on here 2, 3, 4 hours at a time. Sometimes we come, but sometimes we leave and come back. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, all you new people, for joining us. I hope you hit the subscribe button as you came in.
She did.
The next time you come, bring a friend. The next time you come, bring a friend. Because we can wrap this up, Joseph. I'm hungry. Ain't you hungry? We go ahead. I don't know. We got to start cooking our Christmas dinner, but we need something for lunch, something good. The Burger King was good yesterday.
It was different.
Yeah, it was different.
You don't go to Burger King all the time.
Yeah. I don't think I want to do that no more. I ordered too much. I got too hungry.
Do that no more.
Yeah. Oh, don't, Joseph. Don't play games. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is not nice. That is not nice. But anyway, y'all, maybe we need to put together that. We need to put that together. We need to put together, before we go, all you content creators, I want you to send us an email of your nominees for your best moderators. Or you moderators, I want you to send us, not yourself, who you think should get the moderator of the year award. Now, we ain't gonna get no trophies away and all that stuff. We're gonna do a virtual award. Give you a virtual trophy. We're gonna give you accolades. And maybe we might give you something special with it. But we need to have a moderator of the year award. You know. I need you to tell me why this person should be the moderator, should be your moderator of the year. Like in Q's world, the moderator of the year award goes to, you know what I'm saying? Because we need to give our moderators a lot more accolades than we do. I know I don't take none of our moderators for granted. I don't. I thank you and I appreciate you for keeping those crazy people out the chat that want to come up in here and start trying to carry on and get me to cussing and carrying on. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to you loyal subscribers. People like Auntie Pee Wee and Monte and Roxanne.
Monte, you have a blessed day too.
Love you, Monte. Love you, son. Yeah. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And as we wrap up the new year, and get towards the end of the year, we hope that you people that are new here will join us in the new year. But we're gonna wrap this up, and we're gonna go on with our day. Y'all be careful out here in these streets, and don't be kicking nobody over just to get a doll for your child and all that carrying on. It's not the gift, it's the thought. It's the thought behind that count. If you can't get that special gift for that person, just pick up the phone and give them a call and say Merry Christmas. With that being said, we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. Please make sure that you're watching us on all social media platforms, please.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course right here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like. And if it's possible for you to share us out, definitely share us out. If you want to become part of McRae Kingz Kingdom, hit that join button. If you don't see the join button, the link is in the description box. And the only reason why you don't see it is because you're on an Apple product, like an iPhone or iPad. And anything else you want from McRae Kingz is in the description box. If you want to help support the McRae Kingz platform, the Cash App is right there. And in the description box, there are other ways you can do it if you don't use Cash App. Make sure you go to the McRae Kingz Boutique. You can get you some of our Dare to Be Different products or our McRae Kingz products. It's up to you. You can pick and choose. Dare to Be Different products. We have face masks, we have t-shirts, we have sweatshirts, we have joggers, we have leggings for the ladies. We have all that good stuff in there with our Dare to Be Different production logo on it. And we have stuff with our McRae Kingz logo on it as well. So you can go to McRae Kingz Boutique and get some of that. It'll make a good Christmas present. It won't come in time, but
hey, Jesus was born in December and January anyway.
Tell him you was thinking about him. Yeah. And the mail was just
Joseph, you ain't even noticed. Now StreamYard has themes. You see that? You see how you see how the thing is shaped now? StreamYard has themes now. We have themes.
Oh.
Yes.
I wasn't paying it any mind.
Yes, we have themes.
So if you have any products you want us to promote, especially like hair or candles or skincare products or anything of that nature, lip gloss, because these big lips always need some lip gloss. Definitely, P.O. Box is in there. Send us the product. We will try it out and we will promote your products.
And remember, it is Christmas, so the McRae Kingz are accepting Christmas gifts in the form of cash. So anybody that wants to cash app us a beautiful gift on tomorrow. Are we coming on tomorrow?
I don't know. In fact,
anybody that wants
what we need to do is take our food out of the freezer to cook for tomorrow.
Yes, we sure do. So anybody that wants to bless the McRae Kingz with a special Christmas gift today in the amount of $5, $10, $15, $20, $100, $200, $1,000, whatever you want to do. Child,
y'all, somebody send me $1,000.
I ain't sending it back.
Trust me, I'll pass out right now.
I ain't sending it back. But
I'll pass out just like I did when I fell.
We're gonna say Merry Christmas and thank you, Jesus. But anyway, yes, guys. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Do your greatest today. Be your greatest. Do your greatest work. And just make life just beautiful.
Oh, you did.
And be careful. Be careful, guys. Be very careful. Wear your mask.
Melissa, send me a picture of you in it, and I'm gonna post it to our community wall and our Instagram once you get it.
Okay. Yes, and we may be back later with a special surprise as well. So stay tuned. Anything else, Joseph?
Actually, I just want y'all to enjoy your Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Get you some egg.
Some non-alcoholic.
Oh, that's no. I'm going to get me some.
Yes, get you some non-alcoholic
I'm going to get me some Southern Comfort eggnog and some Southern Comfort honey. That's what I'm about to do when I get up off this live. And
a strap of blackberry molasses.
You know what? I'm gonna do In honor of my mom, I'm gonna do what she would do every Christmas.
What's that?
My mother would always make like little finger foods because she didn't want to eat big because she knew the next day was the big meal. She would make like just fry some little wing flings and make little deviled eggs and just little snacky foods.
We don't need no eggs, Joseph. You can do
little
it
snacky foods. I'm just giving you an idea what she did.
Oh, okay.
Not saying that we're gonna do exactly that, but just make little snacky foods.
Y'all know what eggs
and
do.
Like
especially
crackers and cheese, and she would just make little snacky foods
little
for tonight.
pastries and things.
Right, because she knew she was having a big dinner tomorrow, so she ain't want to do nothing big, And then
she ain't want y'all in her kitchen.
Well, as she would say, and the vowel is still on here, she know. I'm making my spread. That was her favorite word.
Oh.
I'm making my spread. And her little spread consisted of little finger foods and stuff for tonight.
Child, I done made some cheese and crackers, some cheese that you.
No. She buy block cheese and cut it up and put it on crackers, and she'd have her little.
Y'all be mad with me.
Flings, and she'd have her
little give me some of that cheese in a can, honey, and start squirting it on some crackers. And y'all better go on somewhere and sit down. I am going to do that tonight. Okay. And I'm also good. She wouldn't do this because my mother didn't drink. But I'm going to have me some Southern Comfort eggnog with some Southern Comfort. I you had too much of that. Don't worry about what I do. But anyway, walk in love, peace, and sunshine, and happiness. And all those beautiful things to always remember. It's TheMcRae. All damn day. Later, y'all. Shall I play the outro for everybody? Go ahead. Okay. It's new people here. Yes, new people here. So we'll give them the outro so they'll know who we are. So you new people, this is who we are. If you Happy holidays. Tomorrow, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.